So first, I would tell my younger self, you're good enough, and it's okay. I love you, you're lovable, you're more sad days than good days. Goodbye. Let them go. You're not losing anything. You know what you're losing? You're losing a headache. That's what
Are you messing with my mind? First you tell me that you're all mine. Oh, then you say you need some time. Can't decide. And lately it's been really confusing. I just can't understand. You say that you're catching feelings, but I'm always left on red. Ooh, no. And every time we meet, nothing is off, Deep down I gotta say, I'm digging your vibe. And something is the fact, you're switching up again. I don't know what's your move. Tell me, baby, what to do. Why are you messing with my mind? First you tell me that you're all mine, then you say you need some time. You can't decide, and it leaves me asking, tell me which lane I am choosing. Should I stay or go? Cause I can't keep on waiting for something when you still say you don't know. Hell nah. And every time we meet, nothing is off, Deep down I gotta say, I'm digging your vibe. I'm digging. And something is the fact, you're switching up again. I don't know what's your move. Tell me, baby, what to do. Are you messing with my mind? First you tell me that you're all mine. Then you say you need some time. You can't decide, but you leave me.
Hello, welcome to my channel. So it's almost Valentine's Day and I want to talk a little bit about love. This video is going to be what I would tell the younger version of myself when it comes to love and relationships, and basically from my perspective talking to myself. And so maybe this will help some of you if you've had similar dating relationships, but there's one thing that I know that I feel like is universal when it comes to love and relationships, and that is that many times it's a natural occurrence to want to have somebody in your life. It's a natural behavior or want to love somebody and for somebody to love you. Now that doesn't mean that everybody wants that, but majority or most do. So I will talk about how sometimes, relationships can be a little tricky and can be a little hard on you, and what I would tell myself now as an older version of myself, what I would say to my younger self. So if that looks interesting to you, go ahead and get comfortable, get your coffee, get your tea, and maybe get something to write with so you can kind of maybe say those things to yourself. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so I just want to say this is just me talking to myself. Let's just have an imagination and what I would tell my younger self. So many people have different experiences when it comes to love and relationships, so it's hard to talk about it, and everybody doesn't value the same thing. What I might find important might not be important to you. What you find important might not be important to me. So it's hard to talk to a whole bunch of people who I don't know, and I don't know what your experience is. I don't know what you went through. I don't know any of that stuff, but maybe you went through some of the things that I went through. So I'm gonna call this love lessons. So first, I would tell my younger self, you're good enough, and it's okay. I love you, you're lovable, you're important, and I know that it's taking some time for you to find the person that you want to be with. I know that you're not finding the right person, but that's okay. The right person is going to come to you in the right time. And right now, you are the right person. You are the love of your life. You are the love of your life, and you always have yourself. You always have yourself, and you always have God. So as long as you have those two things, then you have everything you need. That's what I would tell myself first and foremost. But here are some of the things I would tell myself. You place the value on yourself. So whatever you feel like is important to yourself, then that's what matters. If you feel like you're the most beautiful, then you're the most beautiful. If you feel like you're the most smart, then you're the most smart. The only opinion that really matters is your own opinion about yourself. So if you believe highly in yourself, then that's what matters. What other people say, what other people do, is not a reflection of who you are. Okay? So if you're dating somebody and they show you a side to tell you that you're not important, or treat you in a way that's not right, make you feel less than, hurt your feelings, don't consider you, do something that's painful and hurtful to you, lie to you, cheat on you, embarrass you, or if you have any of those things that's happened to you, that is not a reflection of you. That is a reflection of that person. That is a reflection of what that person's going to. If somebody lies to you, that means that they're dishonest. That doesn't mean that you deserve to be lied to. If somebody cheats on you when you guys did not agree to have outside relationships with somebody, that shows you that this person has poor character. There's something wrong going on with them for them to be able to treat you that way. You didn't deserve that. You didn't do that to them. They don't know how to communicate that maybe they don't want to be with you. They don't know how to communicate that maybe they want to see other people. That is their part of not communicating to you what they want and what they need. That is not a reflection of you or what you're doing wrong. Okay? So let that go. If somebody's showing you something that you don't believe in yourself, then let it go. If they're treating you in a way that is not the way you want to be treated, then let it go. That would be my advice to myself. Let people go who show you that they don't want to be there. And you know the gut feeling. You know the gut feeling of knowing when somebody shows you that they don't want to be there, because they don't handle you with care. They don't handle you with respect. You know? They do things to you where they don't mind risk losing you. If somebody is risking losing you, then guess what? They might as well just lose you. You might as well just lose them and move on. That'd be my opinion. That's what I would say to my younger self. Then let it go. And also, if you feel like you don't want to be with that person, it's okay to hurt somebody's feeling and move on and tell them, I don't think that this is working. I don't feel like you're a good partner. How about not even talking to somebody or entertaining somebody just because you feel like maybe I'll like them, maybe. If you know in your heart, don't be a heartbreaker, honey bunny. Don't just talk to somebody and waste their time just because you want to see if it'll work out. You know that you're not interested. So don't even talk to people who you're not really interested with. It's not worth it, because in the end, it's not going to work out. The relationship is not going to work out if you really didn't want to be with the person in the first place. It's yourself when you realize you really don't want to be with somebody, and that you're just with somebody because you want to be in a relationship. Or you're staying with somebody even though they hurt your feelings because you don't want to have to break up again with somebody, or because you don't want to start over. Start over and start over sooner, baby. Okay? Next subject. Have boundaries. Just because somebody is your friend or somebody you're dating doesn't mean that there shouldn't be boundaries. There still has to be boundaries. And I'm going to give you an example. When you go to an art gallery or some kind of museum, when you go inside that museum, first you have to show your ID, right? So you're showing your identification to let them know, because there's a lot of valuable things inside this museum. You show your ID, okay? So you have to have boundaries and systems. And then after you show your ID, they let you know. When you come into this art museum and when you come into this art gallery, you are not allowed to take pictures of any of the art. And you are definitely not allowed to touch the art. Do you understand? And you tell them, yes, I understand. So they already tell you before you walk in, you have to show your ID. Then on top of that, they tell you the rules of the museum, of the house of the museum. You cannot take pictures of the art, and you cannot touch the art. If you touch the art, that is a serious offense. If you take pictures of the art and you're caught, you can be asked by security to leave the premises, as well as lose any of your privileges to come back to this museum again. Do you understand? Yes. And before you come into the museum, you gotta pay. You gotta pay, okay? It's gonna cost like a little money, okay? No, I'm serious. But before you come into the museum, you have to pay, right? So there's processes, okay? There is processes, baby. So you have boundaries. Before you walk in, you gotta show your identification, because if something happens, we gonna find you. We have your ID. If you do something wrong in this museum, you do something, we will be able to find you. Accountability, ID, accountability, okay? Rules, that's the second thing, check. Boundaries, second thing, check. Repercussions if you break these boundaries, check, okay? So, there's systems across. You agree because you really want to see that valuable art, right? You really want to see that art, it's beautiful. You gotta see it, right? So you're gonna say, yes, I will follow the boundaries and the rules. I just want to be able to experience this beautiful art. I just want to be able to look at it, okay? So you're not even going to get to buy the art. You have to be like a millionaire to be able to buy the art. And guess what? Some museums, there's a little price tag on the side. Not to say that we are able to be brought. I'm not saying that you can buy me or anything like that. But there's a little price tag on the side of the, so if you really, really appreciate it, then, you know, you can buy it and take it home. You know, if you really want to appreciate it, you can buy it, take it home, put it on the wall, and enjoy it in your home. Okay? So I hope you guys understand this analogy. Same thing. This is what I'll tell myself, Nadia. Everybody does not, first of all, not everybody can have access to you. Then after that, if you decide that you're going to let somebody have access or be around you, there's rules that there has to be. There has to be boundaries, okay? So if a piece of art that's just made out of some material, that's what art is at the end of the day. Art is material. Is it more valuable than you? Think about that. Inanimate objects can have more value than a person. And I'm not saying that, this is just if you're a person like me who wants to have somebody in your life that values you. You have to have those boundaries. And so that's what I would tell my younger self. Have your boundaries. Decide what you will and won't take, what you want and what you don't want, and stick firm to it, okay? Another big one. Lord, oh Lord, Lord, have mercy, baby girl. Please, baby. Don't beg anybody to stay with you. Don't beg anybody to stay with you. Don't beg anybody to love you. Don't try to prove how awesome you are and let them know that, why would you do this to me? You know, I love you so much. I care about you so much. Can you just please do better? Can you please stop doing this? I want this relationship to work. What can I? No. He is not your husband, one. He is your friend, right? More sad days than good days. Goodbye. Let them go. You're not losing anything. You know what you're losing? You're losing a headache. That's what you're losing. So, one thing, future Nadia, I'm proud of you for starting to learn that it's easier just to move on, get rid of somebody, than to deal with anything. So guess what? I forgive you. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay if you had to beg or you learned that, but I hope that you don't do it again. And guess what? Future Nadia, the quicker you let somebody go that shows you that they're not worth it, the more happier you're gonna be, the more better your life is gonna get. So quickly, okay? Quickly move on. Quickly decide that this person is not for you, okay? Next thing. Okay. Guard your heart. Guard your heart, protect your heart, protect your feelings, protect your energy, and be careful who you let around you. Not only for relationships, love and relationships, I'm even talking about friendships. I'm even talking about people who are around you, your friends, okay? And especially somebody who you want to be in a romantic relationship with you, because the person you decide to be with in a romantic relationship is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. So you gotta think smart about this, and you gotta think wise. Don't listen to other people's opinion about love and relationships when they don't even want to do anything similar to what you're doing. Okay? You know what you want. You know you want a loyal person, a loving person with high values, who's hardworking, who's God-fearing, who's gonna love you all the way back and forth, who you're gonna love to the day you die, till you're elderly. You know that's what kind of love you want. So you have to know that everybody's not gonna be willing and able to do that for you. And guess what? Not everybody is for you, and that's okay. Just because a relationship or somebody who you thought that might work out for you, it's okay. They're not an enemy. They're not a bad person. Everybody's not a bad person, but everybody's not meant to be with each other. You know, sometimes you're just not compatible. Sometimes it's just not a right fit. Sometimes it's just wrong timing, and they could be better off with somebody else. They could be happy living their lives with somebody else, and you could be better off with somebody else. So the sooner you figure that out, the sooner you make better decisions on who you decide to talk to and date, the higher chance you are going to be able to be with the person who is meant for you. You know, the person who's been waiting for you, the person who loves you, the person who sees your value, all your weaknesses, your strength, and loves you unconditionally. The sooner you'll be able to get to that. So these people they're not bad people. You don't even have to look at it as something negative. They're just not for you sometimes. They might not hurt you, but they're just not for you. And it's okay. Don't see it as a reflection of you not being able to pick a right partner. Sometimes some people are lucky and get their partner sooner, and sometimes it takes longer, and that is okay. So once you figure that out, it'll be harder, it'll be easier for you. Like I said, guard your heart, but once you realize that, you know, that there's reasons why relationships don't work, you're able to not let your heart harden. Don't let your heart harden, okay? Forgive yourself and forgive others. Forgive yourself for possibly not being the best partner, because, you know, you're not perfect too. Maybe you hurt some hearts. So forgive yourself if you hurt anybody's feelings, and forgive the ones who hurt your feelings. And so that's the kind of advice I would give my younger self. And I'd also tell my younger self, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay, and whatever is meant to be is meant to be. And nothing's really a mistake, because everybody that is in your life, God put them in your life for a reason, okay? God put that person in your life for a reason. It's either to teach you a lesson, it's either to show you something about yourself, it's either to show you what you don't like. You know, you learn things from people in this world. If you remember that everybody belongs to God, so whoever you talk to and encounter, it's God putting that person in your life. So don't be hard on yourself. It's okay. And I love you, and you're gonna be good. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed what you watched and you want to see some more, go ahead and like and subscribe, and please share. Why not? Also, this channel has a little bit about everything: homemaking, cooking, cleaning, relationships, baking, and just regular little vlogs if you just want to hang out with me. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and love ya. Bye.